I know you're a good person, but it's important to realize that not everyone shares the same values we hold dear. Our intrinsic hope for a better world can often blind us to the truth that some individuals thrive in chaos, showing little empathy or remorse. It's hard to acknowledge, but sometimes those nearest to us can be the source of our deepest distress. We like to think that we can easily identify negativity, yet it's often the subtle indicators that evade our attention, small inconsistencies between words and actions. In today's discussion, we will explore 9 signs indicating a malevolent presence in your life, examining how to identify and shield yourself from those who may secretly wish you harm. Stay tuned, as understanding these signs is not merely about avoidance. It's also about fostering a deeper resilience and maintaining your peace amidst interpersonal chaos. If you value what we're doing here, a simple favor I ask is for you to hit that subscribe button, and please don't skip any part of the video. If you're here, you're not like most. You are the exception, and every moment of this discussion could be pivotal for you. Number 1. They find joy in others' misfortunes. Recognizing a harmful person isn't always about overt hostility or malice. Sometimes it's their subtle pleasure in another's struggles that exposes their true nature. Imagine sharing a difficult moment, a personal setback or a work-related challenge, hoping for some empathy or at least a comforting word. A true friend would naturally respond with compassion, ready to support you through the storm. In stark contrast, a harmful individual might react with a smirk or a dismissive laugh, finding twisted satisfaction in your discomfort. This unsettling response is more than a minor social faux pas. It profoundly demonstrates their lack of empathy. Empathy, the capacity to place oneself in another's shoes, is a fundamental human trait that Stoicism values highly. The Stoics, renowned for their practical wisdom, believed in the power of sympathy and support to strengthen community ties and foster personal growth. They taught that life's trials become bearable when faced together with compassion and understanding. When someone takes pleasure in another's misfortune, it not only violates basic human decency, but also contradicts the core Stoic principle of mutual support. This behavior serves as a warning sign, indicating a character that is deeply misaligned with the virtues of Stoicism, which emphasizes community well-being and the cultivation of personal virtues like patience, fortitude, and kindness. Recognizing these traits is crucial in safeguarding your emotional health and your personal journey toward a virtuous life. By understanding this, we can choose our companions wisely, ensuring that those we surround ourselves with align with our values and support our well-being. Number 2, they manipulate your feelings. As we move into our second sign, let's discuss the subtle art of emotional manipulation, a tactic often employed by those looking to benefit at your expense. Picture someone who consistently plays the victim to elicit your sympathy, or someone who frequently blames you for their problems to provoke guilt. These tactics are not merely manipulative. They are deliberate strategies to sway your behavior to serve their interests. Stoicism, a philosophy that champions emotional resilience, teaches us to be cautious of such manipulations. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from within, promoting a form of emotional independence that protects us from being influenced by others' negativity. According to Stoicism, our reactions to external events, including manipulation by others, should be measured, thoughtful, and in line with our values. This philosophy empowers us to maintain control over our responses, thus safeguarding our inner peace and autonomy in decision-making. Identifying when someone is manipulating your emotions is essential, as it allows you to maintain distance and approach interactions rationally. If you notice patterns of guilt tripping, undue pressure, or unwarranted blame, it's a signal to reassess the dynamics of that relationship. Stoicism encourages us to look inward, questioning our reactions and strengthening our defenses against such tactics. This isn't merely about self-protection. It's about upholding the integrity of our personal journey and ensuring our decisions arise from reasoned choices, not external manipulations. By understanding this, we foster relationships based on genuine mutual respect and affection, rather than transactions marred by manipulation. It's about creating a life surrounded by individuals who empower us, rather than those who undermine our autonomy. By cultivating this discernment, we align more closely with Stoic ideals, living harmoniously with our true nature, and contributing positively to our community. Number 3, they are quick to anger. We've all encountered people who seem to explode at the slightest provocation. Their reactions can transform minor disagreements into heated, destructive arguments. This tendency is more than just a personal flaw. It represents a significant departure from the Stoic virtue of self-control, which is vital for maintaining harmony both within ourselves and in our relationships. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-mastery, especially over our emotions. The Stoics believe that controlling our responses helps maintain our inner peace and prevents external circumstances from disrupting our tranquility. A quick temper signifies someone who has lost this essential battle within themselves. It reveals an inability to remain composed, think clearly, or respond appropriately to life's inevitable challenges. This lack of control is not just a personal issue. It can ripple out, creating a toxic environment for everyone involved. When someone frequently erupts in anger, it does more than strain their relationships. It disrupts the collective well-being, leading to an atmosphere where people feel they must tread lightly. Communication is stifled, and fear and resentment overshadow trust and cooperation. This stands in stark contrast to the Stoic ideal of community and support, where each individual is expected to contribute to collective harmony by managing their passions and reactions. Recognizing this sign of a quick temper can guide our interactions with such individuals, encouraging us to approach them cautiously. Perhaps we can help them see the value of self-control, or in some instances, choose to distance ourselves to preserve our peace. By adopting a Stoic approach, we not only protect ourselves, but also create space for our own growth, ensuring that our environment remains conducive to virtue development. As the Stoics wisely advised, if you appreciated our video, please like, subscribe, and comment, so YouTube knows that this type of content is beneficial for people like you, allowing us to continue creating more similar videos in the future. If you're unsure what to comment, simply write "Silence is power" to indicate that you have engaged fully with our session. Number 4, they betray trust. Trust is more than a component of relationships. It is the very foundation upon which they are built. When trust is betrayed through lies or broken promises, it shakes the core of our relationships, making us question not only their future, but also our judgment in people. Betraying trust is a serious violation that Stoicism condemns, as it undermines the virtues of integrity and honesty, qualities essential for a wise and virtuous life. In Stoic philosophy, a wise person is one who acts consistently and reliably. Integrity, therefore, involves being honest and unified in one's ethical principles, regardless of external pressures or temptations. When someone lies or breaks a promise, they fail you on a personal level and reveal a fundamental flaw in their character, a divide between what they profess and what they practice. The consequences of such betrayals are profound, affecting not just the immediate relationship but also the broader community. Trust allows us to feel secure and cooperate with one another. Without it, society begins to fracture. Thus, recognizing when someone habitually betrays trust is critical. It's not only about shielding ourselves from harm, but also about preserving the social fabric that binds us together. Acknowledging this betrayal means reassessing the relationship and contemplating how to respond. Stoicism advises against reacting impulsively with anger or vengeance, instead prompting us to consider how we can best preserve our dignity and peace of mind. Is it possible to restore trust, or would it be wiser to distance ourselves? These are challenging but necessary questions, reflecting the Stoic commitment to a life of thoughtful deliberation and moral integrity. Number 5. They avoid personal responsibility. Individuals who consistently deflect blame and refuse to acknowledge their mistakes exemplify a significant departure from the principles of accountability and self-improvement, which are central to Stoic philosophy. In Stoicism, self-reflection is not merely a practice, it is a duty. The Stoics believed personal growth arises from our capacity to look inward, assess our actions, and take responsibility for them, both positive and negative. This process of self-examination allows us to align our behaviors with our values and learn from our missteps, ultimately guiding us toward becoming wiser and more virtuous individuals. When someone continually shirks personal responsibility, they deny themselves opportunities for growth and disrupt their relationships and communities. This behavior can manifest in small ways, like a coworker blaming others for a missed deadline, or in larger contexts, such as a partner refusing to acknowledge their part in a conflict. Regardless of the scale, the result is often a breakdown in trust and communication, which are vital for any healthy interaction. Understanding and identifying this avoidance of responsibility is essential for maintaining personal peace and fostering environments where truth and integrity prevail. Stoic teachings remind us that while we cannot control the actions of others, we can manage our responses. Thus, confronting or distancing ourselves from those who habitually shift responsibility is a step toward maintaining personal harmony and contributing positively to the community. By embracing these Stoic principles, we not only promote our ethical development, but also model for others the importance of taking ownership of one's actions. Recognizing and addressing the evasion of personal responsibility not only safeguards us from potential harm, but also embodies the practice of Stoic virtue, fostering a more accountable and reflective society. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on philosophy, personal growth, and living wisely.